We're here for the final game of the 2034 season. Can you believe how far we've come in this game? It's just a bit of a roundup of the league, how it's gone, what happened this season, and then we're looking forward to the World Cup with Brazil. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb Save. I am Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me, and well, I remember when I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit down, use all the games that we've got between now and the end of the season to go through the tactics, find what suits our players that we've got at the club the best and what we can do to make it work. Well, what's happened is we've gone back to a 4-1-2-2-1 with inside forwards and a Mazzala, because it turns out that suits our play really, really well. Yes, it suits our play so well, it makes me think, why on earth did we go away from it in the first place? According that, when we changed it after losing to Barcelona, we've won 3-1, 7-0, 6-0, 4-0, 1-0, drew 1-1, 5-1, 3-0, 4-0, and drew 1-1. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what my guys like to play in the squad. 4-1-2-2-1. It's going very well. If we look at goals this season have been quite frankly ridiculous. Goals per 90. 0.73 for Ratinho. 0.72 for Medina, and he's only played 11 games. 17 games. He's been absolutely ridiculous. Vicario 14. Fagundes, Gigliotti and Garcia up there with 10 as well. It's just been absolutely incredible. Average rating wise, Tosic leads it. Garcia's up there 7.7 as well. He's had loads of teams sniffing around him, even though we've given him a new contract that he signed this year. He's got a lot of teams sniffing around him, so it'll be interesting to see if we can hold on to him in the summer. And then obviously we've got the World Cup coming up as well. So if you missed the last episode where we got drawn against Ukraine and Ghana in our group stage games, then that's who we got, and we should get through that group. We should go quite far into it. We haven't really struggled at all. We drew 2-2 with Belgium in a friendly where they scored in the 90th minute to equalise it. But before that, yeah, it's not really been a struggle. We haven't lost for a very long time with Brazil. The last game we lost there, a 1-0 to Ecuador at home, which was a bit of a shocker. But yeah, since we've taken over, it's been absolutely incredible. We are leaving Brazil. Whatever happens in the World Cup, we will be retiring from Brazil and waiting patiently for the Croatia job to come available. I don't know who they actually got in their World Cup group. They got Uzbekistan and Cameroon, so they should get out of that. And I imagine that will be their aim will be to get out of it and maybe get to like the quarterfinals, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if that job becomes available, because that would be quite useful to help build Croatian football in that sense as well. But that's enough about Brazil and international football. We're here to play Dinamo in the last game of the season in the Zagreb Derby. We've already won the league quite convincingly, I think you'll agree. 91 points. The next one below us is 64 points. So what's that, 27 points clear? I think it is something like that. The cup was won by Hajduk, which is good because that means they actually go into Europe. We won the Super Cup. We got knocked out of the Champions League by Barcelona, and we've already won the first league very, very comfortably. Again, yet to lose a game this season. Is it going to be our first loss of the season in the last game of the season? This is how we're going to line up. We're going to be playing Tosic, O'Dare, Leonardo, Jeff and Oyarzun as a back five. Amaral, Arena and Garcia in the middle, Alexandra, Ratinho and Gigliotti. You'll notice no loanee players in this starting 11. So this could literally be our starting 11 for next season as well. It's what I think is our strongest 11 with our own players. Vicar obviously isn't our own player, and Valencia doing that same thing again where they say, oh no, we're going to give him a chance next year, when they never ever do. Vidovic, Soman and Jerry as well. Jerry's actually done pretty well. 5 goals. He's not had as big as impact as I thought he would. If he's available, I'll get him back on loan again next season, just because he's quite useful to have around for his versatility. But yeah, overall, not the best. Vicario's probably been the best loan signing we've had, and you'd expect that because we know how good he was when we had him here originally. I need to put replays back on. That's what I need to remember to do for goals, and we need to go back into extended highlights, and then we're going to go assertively and say no, we're not. We're going to passionately and say do it for the fans, because we're at home and it's a Zagreb Derby, and I'm then going to say to them I expect them all to play well. Normally I go for the old faith and a bit of Jesus juice, but no, we're going to go for do it for the fans, but I'm also expecting you to play well as well. And the thing with this formation is that it makes us such an attacking force, and we play so much more comfortably when we're on the front foot. As Garcia went for goal, I'm pretty sure that hit the post, and then Castano caught the rebound. But yeah, he went for goal, and it was a dangerous effort as Alexandra picks up a yellow card. Actually, that's not our strongest team, because Medina would start above Alexandra, but I'm resting him for this game because he's played 3 games back to back on a... Pena has snuck that past Oyarzun in goal. I don't think he was expecting him to shoot there. That's annoying. 6 minutes in, and Delic throwed it into Silakovic, into Pena, and he was just given a bit of freedom to run here. Just got it onto his right foot and then nicely curled around Oyarzun in goal, and that's very disappointing, if you ask me, when things happen like that. First shot on target, obviously, it's a goal. Yeah, good old Football Manager. Never change. Well, hopefully it will change for the better. But yeah, interesting. Obviously, there's been quite a lot of announcements on Football Manager recently about Google Stadia and being a Microsoft partner for the Xbox Play Store or something. I don't know. I'll be buying it on Steam and playing it on Steam like I always do, because that's just how I roll. As Gerby's beaten in the air, but Lee picks it up into Pena, who's already caused a bit of trouble. Silakovic finds Scotty, he shoots Oyarzun and makes a save. Let's start pressurising people, and I also want to pressurise their back four and the goalkeeper, because that can force some errors. We just need to make sure we get this sorted here. Silakovic will take the corner. In it goes. Gerby with a free header, and it's 2-0 to Dinamo Zagreb. Who would have thunk it? This is absolutely shiked. That's not a word. Shite. As Silakovic swings the corner in, and it's just a totally free header. Who was meant to be marking him? Who are you? Who are you? Amaral. That was terrible. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, it's pretty bad, this, isn't it? Come to a live game, unbeaten in however many games it's been, and yeah, now we start to lose. So, thanks for tuning in. I can only blame you, as the viewers, that this is totally your fault. Ross, you still don't have a job. I was checking up on you. I'm pretty sure we're playing with our flip-flops on as well. You know, we've already won the league. There's no need to really be that concerned with it. Yeah, it would be nice to beat Dynamo. As Alexander shoots past the post. He'll probably be coming off for half time for Garcia, unless he improves, because he's not doing very well at all. So, I mean, we are dominating the game. They've had 3 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. Can you blame Oyarzun? Not really. Amaral was at fault for the corner. Not really too sure who was at fault for the first goal. No one really. Probably the midfield for not closing him down. But yeah, I'm not too fussed. I still add a centre back. I think an out and out world class centre back is probably my priority. But we're not going to be given too much money. Show me something else in the second half. That was dreadful. We're not going to be given too much money next season. I think our budget so far is like 7 million that we've been allocated after getting into the Champions League. We've been allocated 7 million for next year. I don't think it's going to go up with the end of the season. I don't think we're going to come back next season and get more money. Right, let's change the whole front line. Okay, so we've got to do this sensibly. So Manoz can come on, then Alexandra for Medina. And then, we'll just do Fagundes for Gigliotti. Bosh, like that. 3 subs, new front 3. Let's see if it makes a difference. Garcia, Tosic will pick up the corner that was overhit, puts it back in. O'Dare shoots over the bar. And, we can't get that on. But 7 shots, 2 on target. That's been our weak point, which is probably the front 3's fault, I would say. Tosic comes forward with it. A lot of space to run into. Fagundes picks it up into Garcia. Garcia into Jeff. Jeff, ball across. Munoz with a header, and Castano makes the save. Dynamo and Hajduk have been very busy in the transfer market, snapping up quite a lot of youngsters, or Croatian youngsters, I should say. And it's interesting because I've realised I don't have many good Croatian youngsters, and I'm going to need good Croatian youngsters for the homegrown rules in the Champions League. So we are going to start scouting a bit more of the under-19s in Croatia, as it's 3-0 Dynamo. No, he's offside. It's alright. He's offside. Don't panic. Zolt Zakeres is a good name. But he was offside. So, yeah, deal with it. Right, let's get right in their faces. Get stuck in is probably a bad idea, but we'll go for it. Much higher line of engagement. Let's defend a bit standard so they don't put crosses in. Let's not slow it down. Let's go out to the flanks. In possession, let's just up all this stuff slightly. Try and get a little bit more momentum going into their half. I mean, we are dominating possession and the shots, but we're not really getting enough on target. So let's get creative. In the last 20 minutes of the game, I think you can tell that I'm not really fussed if we lose this game. I'm really not that bothered. They're in good form. They're in better form than us because they've won their last 5. We've won 4, drawn 1. Now it's going to be 1-3, drawn 1, lost 1 in the last 5. As Garcia shoots, he sticks it in the net. Maybe it's not 2-1 as Garcia gets his 11th goal of the season. He's going to be impressing the Red Bull Salzburg and the Benfica scouts, that is for sure. I've checked the coefficients as well for next year, and I'm pretty sure we stay as the 7th best league in Europe, which is very, very nice because that gives us quite a good bump in reputation staying at that sort of level. Tosic into Fagundes, ball in, Medina with a header, Castano with an easy save. 10 minutes we've got to go and get an equaliser as Leonardo heads that into Medina's path. Medina comes forward on the right hand side, beats 1, beats 2, gets into the box, Garcia shot, it's blocked in behind for a corner. Yeah, 2-1. Garcia ball in, Tosic with a header, Castano with the catch. And yeah, I'm quite excited about the World Cup with Brazil because I know we're going to leave Brazil whatever happens afterwards. We've done a Copa America and won it. We've done many Super Clásicos against Argentina and won the majority of them. I'm excited about the World Cup as Llerena into Amaral. Amaral ball over the top as a poor header away. Jeff will pick it up. Jeff into the box, shoots, Castano with a save. 5 minutes to go to get an equaliser and we are absolutely pummeling them. We really, really are. Castano clears it away. We'll demand more one more time. Scoti picks it up. Good tackle from Munoz. Odair's there. Amaral into Garcia. He's got Fagundes making a bit of a run. Gives him the ball. Ball over the top to Medina. Can't quite get there. And now Dynamo playing around with it at the back. And Castano just about gets it away. Medina into Amaral. Into Garcia. Look at us keeping this ball with a... Oh, Fagundes has stuck it in. Robson Fagundes has made it 2-2. And they guys don't want that loss or that one loss on the season record. They want to get the unbeaten season again as Munoz here is a good bit of, good bit of movement for Fagundes. Actually took a deflection as well as it went in. But 2-2, lovely stuff. That's what we like to see, really. That is what we like to see. 17 shots, 8 on target. We've given up a bit more possession where we've gone to a higher tempo, but yeah, it's been a fantastic performance. And if we see this out to 2-2 with a comeback from 2-0 down, I will be very happy. Medina into Jeff. Jeff ball in. It's cleared away. Garcia tries to get... There's the full-time whistle. And I'm very happy, as I just said. He said it's disappointing. I'm just going to say brilliant to come back and salvage a draw. Because it's an unbeaten season. You would never be so disappointed with an unbeaten season if you were actually the manager and you drew 2-2 coming back from 2-0 down. But there we go. Player of the match, Mateus Garcia, again. He has been absolutely phenomenal this season. We finished the season unbeaten. Ratinho finished top scorer with 16 goals. Tosic was arguably Zagreb's best player, as Iorzen kept 18 clean sheets, which is very nice. Conceding 20 goals, 18 clean sheets. Not bad for a team to go unbeaten when we've been mixing and matching with formations quite a lot. But yes, we've done very, very well. So I'm going to assume that morale is through the roof. Yes, it's pretty damn good. I think all the guys we've had on loan, I don't think there's a chance that they're going to do it again. Yeah, you give them a chance in the first team. Vicario is the same when they say they want to give him a chance in the first team, which means they'll take him back, put him, and then give him like a week, and then think, oh no, actually we can get rid of him. Jerry, I don't think they're willing to do it again. No, give him a chance in the first team. And Vidovic, who I probably would take again. He's been useful for a bit of cover, but again, I want to give him a chance in the first team, so we know how that all unfolds. But at the end of the season, we win the league, which is very nice. Marco Toss is pleased with the season, which is great. Great, we did deserve something from the match. Dynamo disallowed goal controversy, and then we're going into the World Cup with Brazil, which is wonderful. We've already got a few friendlies scheduled for next season, which is interesting. What from Aston Villa suggesting we're going on a tour of England, which is brilliant, in the George Ramsay Stadium. Okay, and then yeah, Vicarage Road as well, which will be very, very nice. But yeah, we'll be back then for a Brazil-flavoured World Cup where we're probably... I might just make it one massive episode to see how quickly we get, see how far we get into the World Cup without breaking it up, because I think one episode would be better than that. So hopefully you'll tune in for that. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series, you enjoyed this episode. It is just a quick rundown, so let's have a quick look then. Appearances, You'd imagine Oyazin up there. 45 appearances this season, 37 for Garcia, 35 for Leonardo, 34 for Ratinho and O'Dare as well. 22 goals for Ratinho this season, 14 for Vicario, and then sharing on 11 is Fagundes, Medina and Garcia, and leading the assists is Jeff from right back with 12, Mateus Garcia with 9, Tosic from left back with 9, Medina with 6, Lekjovic with 6, and Simon with 5 as well. Chances created per 90. Simunovic is up there. He's only played 5 games, but he is up there. Garcia, Ratinho, Bacoli. Headers won. 80% of his headers that he's won is Tosic. Most of them probably back post corners, to be honest. O'Dare 77. Tackle ratio, 100% of the tackles he's attempted. Medina has won all of them. 100% of the tackles Simunovic made, he won all of them. Amaral 95%, Leonardo 95%, Stojic 94%, Jerry 94%, so that's really high percentages. And then key passes per 90, Garcia nearly getting 2 key passes a game, Simon 1.61, Munoz 1.54. And interceptions per 90 a bit more defensively. Benkovic played 5 games and made nearly 5 interceptions per match, so nearly 25 interceptions overall. O'Dare 3.3 a game, same as Tosic. Jeff 3.01. Amaral and Leonardo in the pretty good 2.43 and 2.26. So again, the defensively wise were playing very well. And goals leading to mistakes, O'Dare, Benkovic, Gigliotti, Tosic, Cabrera, Leonardo and Stojic. Cabrera was an interesting one. He only played a couple of games and didn't really impress when he played. 2 appearances, getting a 6.6. So, may look to move him on if we can get a bit of money, but not 100% sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the squad this year. I really need to keep an eye on homegrown rules for the Champions League, and it was a real pain in the arse this year because a lot of players I couldn't register that I wanted to. Lektala, again, if we get a decent enough bid for him, we bought him on a free, so if we get a decent enough bid, I'll let him go because he's not had any sort of impact in the squad whatsoever. And I'd rather use that space for someone like, I can't remember his name, out on loan, who's the Swedish guy. Where is it? Milanovic, yeah, who's at least come through our youth system. So he, or at least has been sort of trained in our youth system. We bought him on a free from Tormenta. But I think he counts as a homegrown player. So I would quite like to give him a go, if possible. He's on loan at Swansea this season. So yeah, there's a few people that we've got. We've also got Joseph Bell, who's a youngster, 21. Looks like he's progressing well. Been on loan at Zenit, not playing very well. Might see, again, the fact that he hasn't played well in Slovenia either suggests maybe he's not quite cut out for this level. But we bought him in on a free. If we can get like 500k for him, maybe get rid of him, 500k and a good release fee. That's not too bad. Rory Cousins was a decent backup goalkeeper. He didn't have too much to do. Luis Torres is... he's on loan at Malaga, isn't he? Did they put a... I thought they put a thingamabob in his... oh no, they didn't even put a thing. But his contract's expiring for them. He's got another season with us. We could welcome him back, but he's not very good now compared to what we've already got. Who else? Adel Julien, I don't mind leaving. Guarana, I don't mind leaving. But yeah, all in all, it's been a very, very good season. If we have a quick look before we go at the Croatian First League, and we'll see who has won what stats in this. So let's go player overview, I think is the one we want. So top goal scorer was Simon Vlatkovic for Rijeka, who is a 19-year-old Croatian, and I would be very, very excited to buy him. He's ordered by Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Southampton and Tottenham. 8 million for clubs in the Europa League. Okay. Let's try and tease you with a little... No, you won't accept that. Let's try and go for a little 2.5. Unacceptable. Okay, let's go for a 5 million. I just want to see if there's what they would accept. I think we're going to have to pay the 8 million. Sebastian Pena, who we saw was there. Karlo Zivkovic, who used to play for us, and then we sold him to Spartak Moscow, which is a little bit annoying. We sold him for 1 million, and Dynamo bought him for 4. 11 goals in 33. Isn't brilliant. I think next year, when we stick to a formation, we'll probably be much better with the goals. Key passes, Mateus Garcia 57. Look at that, miles ahead of anybody. Player of the match is Jeff Garcia, joint on 6, and Tosic up there on 5. Tosic with the highest. Look at that average rating. Tosic, Jeff, Garcia, and Amaral. Incredible. Penalties, Vicario only scored 5 of 8, not the best ratio. Vidovic scored 3 of 4, and Arena scored 2 of 2. Oyozan won the most games, and I assume kept the most. Oh, he's there for the most team goals as well. Vicario that's the same stat. I was going to read that twice. And then obviously our guys have won the most games. Let's go for most key tackles. So Vedran Miljas, a 30-year-old Croatian centre-back. He doesn't look brilliant, to be honest. Been at Osijek for a very long time. We didn't actually we only had Leonardo up there. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe, yeah, so defence is the place we need to look. Are there any young Croatians? 26, Vedran Sokol. No, okay, he didn't used to play for us, but least conceded obviously was us. Most clean sheet was us. Most tackles per match. I'm just looking at age here. Stepan Vukic is actually an attacking midfielder. Okay, we don't need one of them. In fact, I think, did he used to play for us? No, okay. I've got a feeling, I just have this nagging thing that everyone I see who's Croatian used to play for us, which I know obviously isn't the case. But yeah, I know Horvat was pretty good. He was always quite useful. Petrusic, key passes 34 in the entire season as a striker. Yeah, very, very interesting. Let's just see what's happening transfer-wise. Has anyone made any big, other than us, made anyone? So Hajduk have bought Boris Zavinia for 1.1 million. 20-year-old Croatian. Let's have a look. 34.5 million. Obviously, we're going to be dominating the top of this list. But who is next after one that doesn't involve us? So, oh yeah, Zuniga moved for 4.1 million to Barcelona. Yeah, I remember that one going through. And then Rodez to Dinamo, potential 3.3 million. Kupreska. Again, not very good. See, our scouts rate him as 28, which is not very good at all. And they paid 3.3 million for him. Hajduk Daniel Svek left to go to Guingamp, which is a sad thing to see. And they brought in Pablo Munoz, who has been actually quite good for them, if I remember rightly. 25 appearances, 6.9. Yeah, not too bad at all. And then yeah, you get down into a bit of the lower funds, but as you can see, they're not raking in the money like we are, because they're not getting to the Champions League group stage. That's the key thing we need, is another team in Croatia to be getting through to the group stages of the Champions League on a consistent basis. But with that little roundup, we will leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. As I said, we're back for a long episode of the World Cup with Brazil. I will probably be recording it on... This will be coming out on Friday, and then there'll be a video potentially on Sunday, and then next week I'll hopefully have a video out every single day. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the Patreons who donate that little bit extra every single month to the channel. And if you want to be a patron and give $1 a month, then you can. The link is in the description below. And we have a Discord channel if you want to get involved in the Discord. That's for anybody, not just the Patreons. Pretty active in there. It's pretty good chat. I think now the fixtures for the Premier League are about to be released. That will get a bit more active in there. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.